Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anangsha Alammyan and today I'm going to introduce you to a very special guest who's going to answer some amazing questions on personal finance, business consulting, startups, entrepreneurship and so much more. So without further ado, let's introduce our special guest. His name is Aditya Mundada, and he is a chartered accountant, a consultant, and also the advisor of ValueTax.in, which acts as a growth partner for startups and other businesses. So, here is a brief profile of Aditya, after which I'm going to start our conversation with Aditya. So, make sure you keep your pens and papers ready because this session is going to be super informative and super valuable. I am so excited to introduce Aditya to you guys. Thank you so much for being here today. So I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, Anangsha?
I'm doing great. It's been a crazy month. So now I hope August is even better.
I certainly hope that.
Yes. So let's start the interview. I actually wanted to talk to you about some things very important, which is very relevant to our generation. And can you tell me, like, what are the top three investments a person can make while they are in their 20s?
First would be a basic term insurance of at least 15 times of your income. Okay, and a generous health insurance for your family. This will be helpful to cover your basics. Second would be recurring or fixed deposits. In my experience, my savings during the impact of COVID-19 were stable due to the mix of debt instruments like fixed deposits and recurring deposits in my portfolio. And third would be a very simple advice, which I would say is that we should invest in stock market only if we know the basic of how financial reporting works, how auditing standards are there, how accounting standards are done, how audit reports are made, how the industry works in the financial terms, and how government policies can be impacted. Okay, so even if you are into trading or you are into little bit long-term investment in the stock market, you should actually analyze things. It can be stock market or it can be a mutual fund as well. Okay, but then you need to consider the other things as well, other factors before investing in it, so that whenever there is a problem like COVID-19, you won't lose everything in that.
Right. I think that's very important, right? To make yourself risk proof because you can't foresee what's going to happen in the future. Right. So those are very good tips. Thank you. I'm sure they'll be useful to many people. So apart from that, can you tell us some tips how ambitious people can make the most of their 20s?
First would be being very calculated. Okay, you should know what are your risks, and you should be calculative about it, so that even if everything goes wrong, okay, whatever plans you make, everything goes wrong, you will have something on your side to get back in on your feet. And another thing would be to have a very concrete backup plan. Okay, the reason would be the same. If everything goes bad, there is something for you again.
Of course, again, the same concept, right? Make yourself risk proof so that the circumstances can't touch you. Very important. So those are very important tips that you gave. Can you tell us a money mindset that was useful to you or that helped you in some way?
Compounding of interest, okay, and opportunity cost.
Can you explain what you mean by that? I don't understand actually.
See, for example, I did my whole education post 12, that and less than 1 lakh rupees. Okay, whereas an engineering student is required to spend at least 4 lakh rupees in total term. Okay, so you can say that my opportunity cost, if I had put that same money in FD for 4 years, then I could have earned certain maybe 9 to 10%. Whereas my money got saved because I was doing CA.
Yes, that's,
Okay,
I
so
mean, yeah.
certainly my money got saved. You can say the opportunity cost because I was able to put those 3 lakh rupees somewhere else. Okay, now is compounding of money. So the interest which I lost has also a money value. It also has a time value of money. So if I had put that interest on FD, okay, I would have got a certain amount of interest. So that is my compounding.
I mean, I couldn't have ever thought of it that way, but I think that's a very important money mindset that you said, and especially the students who are just graduated from school, I think it must be very important for people like that, right? Okay, so moving on, can you give us one productivity tip to get the most out of each day?
I personally feel that you need to be very passionate towards work. Okay, then you don't need any productivity as such. So certainly, if you're passionate about work and you're able to do that, then there is hardly anything you require other than that.
Of course, right? If you love doing something, it never feels like work. It feels like you are just following your heart, pursuing your passion. That's very important. Again, okay. So another very important question, which might be helpful to a lot of people. So, can you give us one tip or one habit that you can add in your daily life that will help you increase your saving or maybe help you save more money?
Okay, so what I actually do is I have 3 bank accounts. One is a current account which I require for my firm. It has internet access, internet banking, what we call as. Another is also current bank account in in another bank, but it doesn't have any internet access. Then there's a saving bank account which we usually use for Paytm, Google Pay, and other things. Okay. So what happens is whenever I receive money in the current account with internet banking, I transfer a certain amount for my personal expenses in the saving bank account, and remaining is transferred to the other current account for my SIP or insurance payments and tax payments, other things. So typically, what happens is at the end of the day, I for myself. This helps me to be very frugal because at the end I don't have that much money, so I won't be able to spend much. So this has certainly helped me a lot to save whatever I can.
Okay, I mean, I think it's very important because whenever I get some money, I tend to spend it immediately. But if you have another bank account, you can just keep that money there and not touch it, right? So, yeah, I mean, very, very important. So, apart from that, Aditya, you also have a company, right? It's called ValueTax, and you say it's a startup of startups, and you use it for mentoring startups and advising other startups. So, can you explain to us what exactly your company does? Like, and you have also said that it has been recognized by the government of India. I think that's a great achievement. So, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
We got recognized by Government of India by awarding us DIPP recognition certificate, which is provided to less than 5% startups in India. So what we do is it's an IT-based consultancy firm which helps startups and regular compliances like accounting, GST filing, TDS filing, company compliances. So what we plan to do is we become the partner in growth. We help them to not just survive but to grow.
Okay,
So
wow, that
that is
sounds
the
great.
yeah.
So,
So that is our emphasis.
okay, so that sounds really awesome. So, like based on you must have a lot of experience, right, working with new companies. So, based on your experience, can you tell us three things that most new companies do wrong?
It has been observed that 29% of new companies fail due to cash crunch, 17% fail due to wrong business model, and 8% fail due to legal compliance. So typically, three mistakes which companies make, though they can be avoided, are incorrect calculation of burn cost, due to which cash crunch is caused. Cash flow analysis for yearly budgets along with monthly variances is very important, and at times companies fail to do so. Second would be business models are not professionally vetted. Whatever business you do, there are not many things that a businessman or a startup founder can analyze in the money perspective as we do, or any professional does. So what I feel is that uh, the business model should be professionally vetted. For example, one of the reasons why small units in automobile industry are facing issues because they didn't consider the implications of BS6 during their expansion plans in 2018 and 19. And now there is impact of corona. So now the efficiency level is very low in certain industries. This has caused a great impact on their businesses overall. And the last would be that many times startup founders are very non-compliant, which can certainly cause them huge penalties and prosecution issues.
Okay, I mean, I cannot say that I understood everything that you said, but I'm pretty sure all the budding entrepreneurs will definitely find it very useful, whatever advice you gave. So, Aditya, you're also a CA, right? I mean, that is your primary occupation. You are a CA. So, generally, when it comes to India, there is this conception that only rich people or only big firms are in the need of a CA. But what is your take on it? Why do you think a salaried employee or a freelancer? Why do you think people like that need a CA?
Personally, I don't think that my work as a CA to my clients is limited to just auditing or filing of their returns. Okay. We as professionals are generally considered as financial doctors in the industry. There are various things a CA can suggest to any person to grow as well.
Okay. So I definitely would say that I mean you are also like like my CA, right? We have been working together for 3 years, so I would say that you have added a lot of value because I did not know so many things regarding personal finance and tax saving and all these other fields, and you have been a great help. So I would definitely say that like you are not just employing a CA, you are adding a lot of value to your life on the personal finance front. And I think it's very important. It's a vital decision, and I think people should actually consider it rather than just doing the filing themselves. So yeah, it was a very, very informative session, Aditya, and I'm sure you added a lot of value to everybody who is listening in right now. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope it was fun for you too.
Yeah, it was my pleasure to be here.
Thank
And
you
I
so
should
much.
thank you for that.
It
Thank
was
you.
like it was great having you here, Aditya. So thank you for doing this.
So that's all for today, folks. I hope you found this video as useful and as valuable as I did. If you have some questions for Aditya or any suggestions regarding future videos for me, or if you have any ideas about whom I should interview next on this channel, you can just let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other questions regarding chartered accountancy or consulting or startups, you can also let me know. I'll make sure to pass your questions to Aditya. So yeah, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell icon so you don't miss any further videos. So yes, I'll be signing off now. I'll see you again soon. Till then, take care and stay safe. Bye.